Major League Baseball since December 1st has been in a lockout. We're going to talk about the lockout. When is MLB going to return? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. But before I get into this video, a lot of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So if you're wanting great baseball content throughout the lockout and the off season, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn notifications, and leave a like on this video for great baseball content. Now, let's go ahead and get into this video talking about the MLB lockout. What are they discussing? Like I said, when is baseball coming back? Because that's really what we care about. So, as of 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on December 1st, Major League Baseball has been in a lockout. Now, this is their first work stoppage in more than 25 years right now. And this is once again similar to the 2020 MLB season, where the two sides between the MLB and the MLBPA can agree on stuff. Rob Manfred, of course, is screwing everything over again. I personally, on the player side, I think that the players definitely are definitely more right than what Rob Manfred's doing. I mean, Rob Manfred, he's the worst commissioner in all of baseball. Whatever he came out with about the lockout just didn't really seem to add up for me. It really was pretty terrible, to be honest. For somebody who's the commissioner of baseball, he just doesn't seem to care a lot about baseball. And it's really ridiculous that we're now in this lockout because of this. There's no MLB offseason right now. There's literally no Major League Baseball. How bad is this for baseball? That's what I want to talk about. This is terrible for baseball. This is the worst thing that could have happened for baseball. People are already saying that baseball is dying. They don't need a lockout like this. A lockout's the worst thing that could have happened for Major League Baseball. The absolute worst thing. And it happened. And it's going to be happening. It doesn't help their game any when there's no off season. When there's no nothing. Yes, it was exciting for that one little week that those free agents signed. And it was good for baseball then. But it's terrible for baseball. And, I mean, this is so bad for baseball. This is to the point where, I mean, you lose a lot of fans through this too. Because nobody wants to wait through a lockout, which is what baseball's in right now. This is just terrible right now for the game of baseball. And Rob Manfred really doesn't seem to care. It feels weird, and it definitely, for just about every baseball YouTuber, it's pretty hard to, do just about any content because there's literally nothing happening in the MLB. And personally, for me, talking about these negotiations aren't that fun, to be honest. It's pretty boring. And, yeah, it's just, there's not much to do. I'll still try to get 1 or 2 videos out a week. I don't know. But it's pretty ridiculous that it's came to this point. And the two sides, of course, can't agree. And probably won't be agreeing for a while. And so the lockout is expected to last. Games could be lost. Which is always a possibility once a work stoppage occurs. But the thing is, this is worse. There's already been previous just not good things between the two sides. And it doesn't help that they're now in a lockout between the CBA. This is going to go on for months. And it's not going to be exciting. It's going to go on for months. It's going to go on for a very long time, I think. It's currently December 5th, I think, at the time of filming this video. And I think it's at least going to last a couple more months. Like, this is not close to over. They're not even really having too much negotiations right now. And right now, the main sticking point in the negotiations is economics. Players feel, with the emergence of analytics within front offices, that fewer and fewer second and third tier players are getting paid when they finally become free agents after 6 years of Major League Baseball and stuff like that. That's really what the main sticking point is. Money. That's what it's going to be. It's a business at the end of the day. And, yeah. So there have been some other things that I actually like that have been negotiated. Things like top 3 teams are going to be lottery like the NBA. If you know the NBA, they do the top 14 teams. It's a lottery. And it's so good for the NBA when that happens. Everybody's so curious to see what the draft order is going to be. You get all these mock drafts, everybody wondering where these players are going to go. I think it's a great thing. I think baseball should maybe do top 5, top 10. They could do something like that. That would be really good. They're trying to implement that, which I think is a really good idea. And players are hating the Major League Service type stuff that Chris Bryant really got screwed over about. Yeah, and that's one thing that they're trying to do. And they're trying to also kind of not make a lot of teams tank. That's also what they're trying to do, is make teams an incentive not to tank. Because if you do that, I mean, realistically, you're not just going to guarantee to get the first overall pick. What does the lockout mean for free agency and trades? That's probably what a lot of people are wondering and wonder from this video. Everything just halts right now. You still have to have probably a good month to 2 months of an off season. But this is going to last, if I project, 2 months at least. And it's going to be multiple months. And we may get another 60-game season in 2022. I just don't think that they're going to get a whole season in with this. The Major League portion of the winter meeting scheduled for next week canceled. The Rule 5 draft indefinitely gone as well. Basically, a lot of people probably are wondering this as well. Minor league teams can play. All minor league teams with players that are not on the 40-man roster can play, and they will be starting their season in 2022 like it's a regular season and everything else. So you can still go to minor league games, of course, if you want to. But, yeah, there's no Major League Baseball right now, and it's pretty terrible. But, yeah. So, Rob Manfred and the MLBPA need to get it together. Need to get on a side and do it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the expanded playoffs. I know a lot of people are wanting to talk about this as well. The league wants 14 teams to make the playoffs with a creative attempt to incentivize winning. Now, I understand the winning stuff. You've had teams like the Pirates bad for years. You're going to have a team like the Nationals pretty bad for a couple more years. And they're just trying to incentivize winning and not taking just to make the game more interesting, basically. But 14 teams is way too much. 14 teams is mostly half the league, just about getting in the playoffs. And that could lead to, like worse than 500 teams making the playoffs. It doesn't work. I would be down for 12 teams, but 14 teams is way too much. You can't have half the league making the playoffs. I know in the NBA they do that, and it works. But still, in Major League Baseball, no. The playoffs are already long enough. There's a whole month of the playoffs, basically. And you need to shorten the playoffs, I think. I think you need to get 12 teams, and I think you need to do some 3 games or 5-game series. I think you just need to shorten down on it instead of trying to get more teams, which is going to equal up to more. The 2020 MLB playoffs, for sure, they were fun. But the 2021 playoffs were just more fun with the non-expanded postseason and all that stuff. And yeah, so those are 2 main talking points right there. And the money, of course, is a talking point as well, because obviously that's what each side's mostly going for, especially the players are going for. This is going to be a while. Baseball's not going to return anytime soon. As negative as that sounds and as negative as that is, it's just not going to happen anytime soon. And, yeah, it really sucks because, yeah, I'll still try to do, the what's next videos and stuff like that, but there's only so many videos that I can make without baseball off-season and stuff. With the off-season can already be pretty boring in Major League Baseball as it is. So, yeah, Rob Manfred, get this straight. You're a terrible commissioner. And this is getting ridiculous that it's to the point of where it is right now, to where there's no Major League Baseball. It's the worst thing that could happen for Major League Baseball that, like I said, is already considered a dying sport. It's not good. Yeah. This MLB lockout, it stinks. It's terrible. But it's not going to end anytime soon. Just be realistic with yourself. I hate to be the negative bear on the street, but it's just realistic that they're probably not going to agree to a deal. And you're probably going to be going through Christmas without any baseball. Or any off season, at least. And some of next year, I think, will probably be delayed too. Yeah, it's a pretty rough spot for Major League Baseball. This is worse than them negotiating about the 60-game season. There's no baseball. There's no motivation to make videos because there's not much to make videos about. But still. Yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Maybe baseball will come back sometime soon because, yeah, this is really ridiculous. That's about all I've got for today's video. It's ridiculous. Leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications. Thank you for watching. Good peace.